guys, welcome to another series in Python tutorial focus. So in this series we'll be learning how to get user input from the users, so in Python programming language. Now compared to other programming language that we have outside there, so there is always a method of getting an input from the users. So now let me relate this to live scenario. Now thinking of like if you want to create an account on any applications on websites, so there's a particular form input field that you have to fill up. So those form that you are filling up, the program is getting an input from you. So you can relate that to normal scenario, but we'll be working on terminal base here now, console base. So most of our input that we are getting from the users will now be from the console base here. So now let's get started. Let's dive in. So far we have been working with one of the functions, popular functions in Python called print. So these print functions, we know what print functions is being used for. We know what we can use print functions to do, to put something on the console. Like if I press Adiola like this, then I should have something on my console. But there is no way to get a user input with this particular function. So there is another functions that we are going to be working with now. The function is called input function. So this input function allows the users to enter something from the console. So now let's say we run this code without passing any parameter here now. Let's just say we run this code. Do you see that instead of the program is not run successful, it's still asking for an input. So here on the terminal, I can type something on the terminal like Adiola is a good girl. So now nothing seems to happen. Now the code runs successful when I inputted something. So that is the power of getting user inputs now. So if I put anything inside these parentheses, so something like enter your name. Now something like enter your name like this, I added this space to give the cursor a space between the words that you are entering. So if you run this code like this, you see that we have enter your name. Then don't forget the space that I put inside the input function. So the space is this. So if I just say my name is John, so I allow the users to enter something on the screen. So compared to the programs that I've been working with since that is just printing something on the console base. So now nothing seems to happen even the users has entered something on the console. So now let's try to save this input. Let's try to save this input to a variable. Let's try to save this input to a variable called name. So we are now, I told you that variable is a piece of data that is being stored for reusable purpose in the future. So now variable can store anything. You can store function inside a variable, you can store string. So far we have been storing integer, floats and string booleans into a variable. But now compared to this, now we have a function, a whole function. We are now storing a whole function inside a variable now. So now this is variable, we are now saving it into a variable. Now what we want to do now is to print the results, any results that the users has entered in the input functions like this. So if you said print name, now print name means anything that the user has entered in the input function will be printed on the console like this. So if I enter John now, enter your name, then you see John is being printed that on the console. So we allow the user to enter their name and then we print out the user's name here. Are you getting it? Or we can even format this code using formatted string to make it more beautiful like this. You can just say F with formatted string that your name is, then we can now format the string with this like this. You know, we have talked about what formatted string really is. So now let's run this code. Let's see what our output will now look like. Now enter your name. My name is John. Now you see your name is John. So our program tells the users that your name is John. So meaning that this is how we can get an input from the users. So now getting an input from the user, you can customize, you can even get a age here. Now ask the users to, let's create a age variable, then ask the users to enter their age. So ask the users to enter their age here now. So it's now said enter your age. So enter your age now. So you cannot say that, you can now format this thing that your name is this and your age is, then we now call the age variable inside here. Then let's run this code and see what we have on our console. So we have enter your name, my name is John, and then enter your age, my age is 92 years. So now you see that your name is John and your age is 92. So we formatted our string in a very beautiful format and allow the programs to tell the users what their name is and what exactly their age also is. So guys, we'll be exploring more on getting user input in the next videos. So guys, stay tuned. I will meet you in the next video. Thank you.